Yo, 10 shots, 6 blunts blowing through the session. Dragging on a split, free and dragging on a cliff. A MC in the booth, an assassin on the roof. I'm just waiting to shoot. Nigga, hurry up and die. Greatest truck of spears, you would think you had drama.
What's real good, ladies and gentlemen? OG Rohit with Dada, aka Geraldo Chef. I'm here with none other than the greatest of all times, Mr. Muffin Martinez. Please let them know the time.
Yes. What's up, everyone? It's your boy, your quintessential Puerto Rican Muffin Jorge, repping the Astros. Right now, we're kicking the Mets' ass as we speak. And so it's a good day. And then the Yankees are next, and that's going to be another good day. So, but hey, we're about wrestling, so let's go, my chef dude.
So, listen, what we seen in Slammiversary was Davey Richards made his return. He showed up as Team TNA to go against Honor No More, I think their name is. So he showed out.
Yep.
And listen, Davey Richards did come out and say, he appreciates and thanks, Court Bauer and MLW for allowing him to do that because it was a big part of his career. Now, the thing that I'm seeing from this, because I think that me and you, we have different thinking caps, right? We predict things and some things happen. And now we still have no idea. There's no inkling of anything of who stole the Opera Cup, right? Now you have came out and said, I think it's Eddie Edwards. If this is done right, once again, we kind of seen Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards kind of have a tension between them. Can Eddie Edwards be the person that stole the Opera Cup? Is this the beginning of saying, listen, let's test the waters. Let's see how we can build a partnership. And listen, Court Bauer is super smart. You know what I mean? He's not somebody who's just going to do something to do something. And I think if this done right, we showed that we could send a guy over there in good faith. And you know what? Maybe you could send us Eddie Edwards. We could storyline it where he did, steal the Opera Cup, which you would hit it out the park at that point, and go from there. All of that, we got to do an invasion shit and try to make one company look bad and all that other stuff. Or I need your belt on my show. I hate that. I think that your top guys, your heavyweight championship belt should never leave Impact. MLW's heavyweight championship belt should never leave MLW. Everything else under that, I think is fair game. I think if you do it right, it can be done really cool and it can be done fun. MLW has a featherweight division. There's a lot of women that probably could use more time in Impact, and they could come get time here. There's a lot of guys that we have that can absolutely go crazy in the X division that I think would be crazy. There's a lot of opportunities. Please talk to me on where this can go.
First of all, I want to say something. I'm like really against Dixie Carter on everything. You know this already. You know this for years. There was a picture that came after the show was over, which I was shocked. It's a picture of Billy Corgan next to Dixie Carter, next to the guy from Anthem.
Ed Nordholm?
Yeah, Ed Nordholm. And you could see there's no animosity between Corgan or Dixie Carter at all. Real nice big hug in the picture. I was shocked. I was like, something? If these people who had this big public breakup from the backstabbing of Impact and all that kind of shit to Anthem buying Impact Wrestling, if they could bury it, then shit myself, I'm going to bury it too. I said, something, what I'm over right now. And I saw that, I'm like, cool. The one thing that I didn't see was Kurt Bauer in that picture, which means it's kind of funny that David Richards was there, but supposedly there wasn't anyone from MLW at Slammiversary. Like, it was like no higher up being there. So I'm thinking, did David Richards dig this on his own and just decided just to go and do this, or do they know that this happened? Like, were they aware that this happened? And the reason why I say that is because tomorrow night is the new tapings from New York for Battle Royale 4, and it'll be interesting if there might be one or maybe more Impact wrestlers who enter the Battle Royale 4 as mystery participants, and one of them being Eddie Edwards, one of them being Eddie, who like, well, you show up on my show, now I'm gonna show up on your show, blah 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 blah, which could move forward the Upper Cup issue thing, where Eddie Edwards really was the one who stole the cup back then. You could do something in the back. I mean, because they never mentioned who stole the cup. There was never a camera anywhere. There's no video of who stole the cup. He was never knocked out. So maybe they could just implement that, like, oh, well, when everybody wasn't watching, I stole the cup, blah, 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 blah. The cup's been home, that kind of shit. I've been the better American Wolf person anyways of the tag team. That you could do it that way, and then you could have this nice MLW Impact American Wolves going at it, into promotional match type deal thing. I mean, that's what I'm hoping and seeing that could happen tomorrow, is having an Impact guy or some Impact guys be in the battle riot, like they did back in 2019, I think, or 2020, when WrestleMania was in New York. And they had some guys from MLW and Impact, and then that night, some guys from Impact being LAX at the first battle riot with Conan. Yeah. So, I'm hoping that might happen, and we get some Impact guys there, especially being Eddie Edwards, and then you could keep the ball rolling on that specific storyline where the Wolf versus the Wolf are fighting over the cup. That'd be kind of cool. And just like you said, now there's a featherweight champion. The Impact tag team is kind of weak, but now looks stronger. You add the guys from MLW. I mean, that would be some nice tag team action there. Some good Myron Reed in the X division, and get some of the females fighting Taya for the featherweight title, while she's also the Impact tag team champion. Which, oh God, I don't even get me started on that, man.
No. I'm not. Listen, I'm not gonna get you, because it make no. I don't know. I'm at a point where when I see people overbelted, I'm like, all right, this is just OD'd. Like, I don't get it. But what I will say is, and I'm glad you said that whatever you feel towards Dixie is good. Yes. She got a really good ovation from the crowd. The crowd really gave her up.
Yeah. I mean, she, like you said, she's always been good with the crowd. She's been good with the fans. She loves the people. You could see that genuine. She cared about the fans. She just wasn't the best business smart person of the company. Yeah. Maybe, hopefully, there would have been somebody else that, okay, I'm the president, but you're going to be taking care of the day-to-day actions of the company. I'm going to go here, like McMahon. I'm going to show up, shake hands, kiss the babies, whatever, take pictures, be visual, but leave the business side to someone that has more, like Scott D'Amore, somebody else at that time. But yeah, that for sure, I think that way for her, because she was always awesome with the customers, the fans. She always posts for pictures, like you said before. You had a lot of stories that she always, with your kids and stuff like that. So, can't hate on that for that. So.
No, I'm pro Dixie. Now the best part is WWE is in a weird transition right now, and if Hunter does take over, or Jeff Jarrett, or whoever it might be, or whatever it might be staying away from Vince. Now, the one thing I'll tell you, for people who want to like shit on Vince, it's kind of eating me up a little bit. I'm not a Vince McMahon supporter. I'm not a Vince McMahon fan. But what Vince McMahon had for wrestling, no one has ever came close. If there's no Vince man, there's no Impact, there's no MLW. He took a brand and made wrestling into entertainment. He made a lane. He created that. So for everyone saying, "Oh, fuck Vince McMahon," good for him. Take it easy, because the WWE flop, the whole industry is going to hurt too. Like, they're the marquee. Take it easy. I would love to see opportunity with someone like Court, who's super smart in this game, work with Impact on a real partnership, not let me go send. As of right now, it would be Hammerstone. Let me send Hammerstone over there. Let me send, some, maybe Court goes over there, El Jefe, and talk shit about Impact all day. That shit is corny. What you want to see is, you want to see crossovers. You want to see the best matchups. It's like a dream match scenario. Because let me tell you something. If you had a point, EJ standing right in front of Moose, those are two big dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, or Sammy Callahan, Kane. You know what I mean? Like, there were so many amazing opportunities. Holly Dead, even versus a Rosemary, because both of them have that crazy kind of feel. There is endless opportunities to have such amazing matches, as long as it's done right and each company looks good. There's no need to do an invasion and say, "Well, I'm going to run over you because I'm the bigger promotion, or I got more stars." Oh, that shit is corny, man.
Exactly.
Let's do partnership, and let's make this shit.
We saw earlier that we supposedly saw earlier that Triple H is back in NXT 2.0 or whatever. So hopefully we'll see something different in the future. But yeah, a real partnership, even up, not a AEW. Well, we're gonna send whatever here, but we don't want your talent in our show. We're good on that. We have enough guys and girls in our show. We don't need none of yours, but we'll send some more guys to you. Help you guys out. That's not a partnership. That's just like, basically, I'm the big brother and I'm helping the little kid. Yeah, you're my cousin. Let me send somebody out there. Maybe talk a little dollar or bone or something. That's just total disrespectful for that whole thing they did. I was upset about that whole thing. It started good with Private Party being there and then showing up for one of those I heard views, wrestling the Good Brothers for the titles. That shit, it had me hopeful when I saw that. And then it went from like a week later, it was just.
And the wild part is, I know you're a big Private Party fan. I'm a big Private Party fan. When's the last time you've seen Private Party?
Well, like here and there, they do their shit here and there, but that's about it.
That's my point. Now, if they had a partnership, you could see them versus the Briscoes. You could see them versus the Good Brothers. You could see them versus whoever else Impact has as tag teams. So you're like, this is where
Private Party right now should be wrestling either MLW, N.W.A, Impact Wrestling, and they'll be a mainstay every episode. But because they're in AEW, they were hot the first 2 years, 3 years, but now you get all those new ex NXT guys that are coming over, and now they get buried to the side. They get put into this Mahari brand, and then with Idolo, and then they break up, and now nobody knows what the hell's going on with half of those guys. Sonny Kiss, who should be killing everything right now, is gay pride. It's Pride Month, and now you see him now on a couple of commercials, but you still haven't seen the dude wrestle anywhere. And you're like, dude, like, what the hell? What happened to Sonny? Sonny Kiss should be out here, at least give him one of those stupid Ring of Honor belts and have him wrestle at Ring of Honor Dark or Ring of Honor Elevation, because that's where all the belts are landing now. It's in the Elevation and Dark episodes.
You know what's crazy is, like, we've been on here when we were talking AEW Impact. When we were we used to talk everybody. We were very high on Sonny Kiss. Like, I don't care if Sonny Kiss is whatever anybody wants to consider Sonny Kiss. I'm great wrestlers. I'm Sonny Kiss. If people want to say, "Oh, Chef is bogged down," no, I don't give a fuck. Sonny Kiss. Like, the bar for what you can think of, so this can go past the ring awareness, it's Sonny Kiss is a special person. It's a special wrestler. That is an amazing talent, and you barely ever see Sonny Kiss anymore. And it's like you just sit now. Well, how is Sonny Kiss not being showcased? And because this is where, as a business person, mind you, I'm a big Sonny Kiss person. I have Sonny Kiss on TV all the time. If I had a big roster like AEW, and I was like, all right, well, I keep buying the Ruby Soho, the list, keep the Rosa, and all these people I keep signing female wise. Okay, of this person's life to say for everybody else that understands Sonny Kiss struggle growing up, because let's face it, they deal with a lot of adversity. I don't want to hear shit. If you're gay, you deal with some hard shit. And you can't throw a bone back to Sonny Kiss to let her fan base, or, well, I'm not gay, but I'm a fan, but the people who understand what it means to be gay, you can't give her something? Come on, man. That's some bullshit.
Especially when it's supposedly Pride Month. You have like four or five individuals who are, either gay or straight, gay. But and you don't show no shine on them, except for a couple of commercials that I've seen, because it's Pride Month.
Yep. Okay. And you don't even get it too. It's foul. It's foul. I mean, you should understand a market. Like when you said, I forgot what you were talking about. You were like, oh, if that person wins, I think it was Bandito. When you go to Chicago, New York, it's very high Hispanic culture. So, the pop you would get is out of there. This is when you got to understand is what value you're getting from the talent you have on your roster. If I'm in Texas, the Von Erichs got to be there. Why would you leave Von Erichs out of Texas? If I'm in Cali or New York City, you bet, or Philly, you best believe 5150 has to be there. It only makes sense. Know your value, know your roster, and show love to it. You know what? I think before we get, go ahead.
One more thing. One more thing about Bandito. They have the show tomorrow. He's supposed to be in the Battle Riot. He's supposed to have a one-on-one match against Hammerstone. But he got injured on Saturday down in AAA in one of those crazy matches that they'll always be having. And I haven't heard or seen anything if he's going to be able to wrestle tomorrow. So that's going to be interesting what happens with Bandito if he's able to wrestle Hammerstone one-on-one or even be in the Battle Riot. So
if Bandito's hurt, you got to run it back with Holiday. I think that's the only option you do is you dig back into that well with Holiday. And I don't want to say anyone say, oh, well, you're doing spoilers. Are you fucking crazy? Because Kings of Coliseum passed months ago, and we're not going to see that match for a while. We already know Hammerstone is going against Bandito for the belt. That means, obviously, Richard Holiday lost. But you got to give, if Bandito can't go, I think Holiday is the only person that makes sense. And the guy's just hot as shit. Pause. But listen, we wish him the best. We I hope he's in New York City. I hope he's healthy. We hope Bandito, and I know this because we've said this multiple times that we want Bandito as champion. For myself, the big homie, we out of here. Deuces.